Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can cut and sew this basic top with high neckline in 10 minutes. So if it's something you would love to learn, do it to watch to the end, like, share and subscribe. So let's get right to it. So the first thing is to take our vertical measurement. I have my zipper allowance of 1 inch. We are drafting the back pattern and we are going to use this to cover the back and the front. So I came down to my bust point and I drew a line. Then the next thing, I'm going to come down from the shoulder to my waist point. So we are using from our shoulder to our waist points for the back, so that there won't be need for us to mark our bust. That okay? So you measure from your shoulder, your shoulder to your nape at the back, and come down to mark it. Okay, and that gives me 15.5 inches for my shoulder to my waist at the back, and I'll rule the line across. Then from the shoulder again, I'm going to come down to mark the length of this top. It depends on how short and long you want yours to be, so you just go ahead and do what works for you. So I came down I think about 22 inches, and I'll just rule the line across this way. So these are all the measurements we need. This is our top length, this is our waistline, and this is our bust line. So I'm going to come to the shoulder line here and mark my neck width. So I'm going to mark 3 inches for my neck width here. Then I'm going to come here also and mark my shoulder measurement. My shoulder divided by 2, I'm going to mark it right here. Then I'll add ½ inch for joining for the sleeve. Okay, at that point I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and I'll just connect from there to the neck width. Make sure all your measurements are taken after your zipper allowance. You're not taking your measurement from the zipper allowance. All right, so I'm going to come down here by 1 inch for my neck depth for the back, and I'll just connect with my curve from the neck width all the way to that 1 inch and into the zipper allowance this way for the back. Now for the front, I'm going to use 3 inches for the neck depth, and I'll just connect from the neck width all the way to the neck depth with my curve this way. The next thing is to mark the chest line. To get your chest line, I'm going to label this first. This is the front and this is the back. The next thing is to mark the chest line. To get your chest line, you're going to divide your bust by 6, add 1.5 inches to the measurement, and that gives me 7 inches. I came down from the shoulder slant by 7 inches, and I'm going to rule this line across this way, and I'm going to label this line the chest line. On my chest line, I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement here to have a straight line from up. I'm going to mark it right here, and I'll just connect from the shoulder slant all the way to the chest line, like so. So I'm going to come to this line here, divide what I have here into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. The midpoint of 7 is 3.5. At the midpoint, I'm going to go in by ½ an inch here, and I'll come to the chest line, divide my bust circumference by 4, and I'll just go ahead and connect all these points together just to form my armhole. So this is what we have. The next thing is to impute around body measurement. I'll come to the waistline, divide my waist by 4. I'm going to mark it right here. Then on this top length, my top length is stopping at my lower waist, so I'm going to use my lower waist measurement. My lower waist is a little bit wider than my normal waist. That is my high waist, so that is the measurement I use for the top length. I divide it by 4 and I mark it right there. I'll just go ahead and connect the point this way. So I'm going to come to the waistline here, mark ½ an inch here on the zipper allowance, and I'll just connect it. This is to eliminate any form of zipper bulge around this area, and this is basically it. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. All right, so the reason why I added a zipper allowance to this is because of the high neck, so that my head can pass through. Ordinarily I wouldn't have, because it's a mesh material, I wouldn't have add a zipper allowance, but because of the high neck I had to add a zipper allowance so that my head can pass through. So this is the back pattern. I didn't add any allowance to this because we are using a mesh material and it's very stretchy, so there's no need for zipper allowance. For the front, I'll just go ahead and cut this. I've already cut the front neckline, and this is what we have for the front. And I'm going to bring the back pattern here, place them right side facing, and I'm going to go ahead and join the shoulder. This is very easy. I'll just join them right side facing right side, then I'll join the shoulder and the side. I've already gone ahead to do that. I've joined the shoulder and I've joined the side, and this is what we have. What we are going to do right now is to work on the neck. So I'm going to measure around the neck. I'm measuring the front pattern first. So I got about 9 inches there, 9.5 inches rather. I measure around the front neckline and I got about 9.5 inches there. Make sure to write the measurement down. And then for the back pattern, I got about 4.5 inches on one side. So if you join them together, that gives you 9 inches, because we have 2 pieces for the back. So I'm going to bring in a pattern paper here. I've already written the numbers down so we don't forget. I just drew a line here, like a starting line, and I'm just going to divide this into 2. There's no specific measurement for this, just to get the midpoint. Just divide it into 2 like this. And I'm going to label this side the front and this side the back pattern. So I'm going to come here from the center and impute that number we got. I got about 9 inches, 9.5 inches for the front. I'm going to divide this into 2. I'm going to divide this into 2 and I'm going to mark it from the center. So this is what we have. I'm going to mark it here, and I'm going to take that line all the way up this way. Now for the front, for the back pattern, I got about 9 inches, 4.5 times 2, that is 9 inches. I'm going to divide that into 2. I'm going to minus the zipper allowance from it. I'm not going to include the zipper allowance, so that gives me 8 inches. 8 divided by 2, that is 4 on fold. So I made a mistake with the measurement for the back. Instead of marking 4, I marked 2 inches, but I later corrected it. So do well to please be correct with your figure. Okay, so this is what we have for the back, and I'm going to come to the front pattern here. I'm going to mark half an inch here from up. I'm going to mark half an inch here, and I'm just going to use my curve rule to just connect it back into the line, just to give a curve this way. Then on the back pattern also, I'm going to come up by 1/4 of an inch here. That is half of an half. It's not up to half inch, 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to come up from here also, and I'll just connect it with my curve rule back into the line. Like I said, I made a mistake with the back measurement, but I later corrected it. So just pay attention to the video. And then I'm just going to rule this line slightly up this way. There's no specific measurement. You just tilt your ruler and then rule a line this way. Now we are going to get the length of our band. So I'm marking 1.2 inches for the length all the way to the back pattern, and this is what we have. Now we're going to add our zipper allowance. I'm going to add my zipper allowance here. The reason why we didn't add our zipper allowance initially is because I didn't want that curve. I don't want that much curve into the zipper allowance. So I'm just going to connect it this way, and I'll extend the line. I'm just going to tilt my thing a little bit. This zipper allowance is, the line is not straight. Just tilt your hand a little bit, just a little curve there, and I'm going to mark the length, the 2.2 inches also. I'll just mark it and then connect my line this way, and this is what we have. Make sure to label them up and down so that you know the one that is going up and down. So this is what we have. I'm going to fold my fabric into 4, and I'll add my zipper my sewing allowance, and I'll cut this out. So I'm going to open it up this way and join. I've already torn the up part. I didn't know what happened. I didn't film that side, so I've already torn it. So this is what we have. So this is what we're going to do now, is to attach it to the neck. So this is like our band. If you know how to add your band to your skirt and your trouser, this wouldn't be hard for you at all. So I'm just going to fix it this way. I'm sewing this from the wrong side just so I can use the other side to just cover all the rough edges from the right side. Okay, just the way you do with your band for your skirt and trouser. So I'm just going to place it all the way to the end from the wrong side. We are doing from the wrong side. Then you are going to turn over to the right side this way, and then you're going to use the other one to just conceal everything, all the rough edges. You just cover it up. Let me just show you guys. You just use the other one and then cover everything, all the rough edges inside, and sew it down. So I will also join. I've already cut my sleeve. I will join my sleeve, then I'll come back and show you guys. So I've already gone ahead to do that. You can see how this came out, very fine. So the only thing left for me now is to add my zipper, and I want to use an invisible zipper for this, and I didn't have as at the time I was making this video, so I'll do that later. And this brings us to the end of our video. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you like this video, do well to give it a thumbs up, like, share, and drop your comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.